Hello everyone! Welcome to the Holly Lolly channel. Today I'll be trying some strange, maybe even disgusting Japanese food that not everyone would dare to eat. What I'm holding isn't all of it, just what I could fit in my hands. So, let's go. The first dish, in my opinion, is the worst tasting and even revolting. It's called shiokara. Shiokara is a Japanese snack made from fermented fish guts or seafood intestines. How is this dish made? They take the fish intestines, cover them in salt, and leave them for a month to ferment, stirring occasionally. During that time, the intestines become soft, gooey, slimy, and very fermented. Just talking about it gives me chills, because now I have to open it and try it. I've tried this once before, and honestly, I almost threw up. So for me personally, this is the most unpleasant food, but some people like it. The Japanese eat it as a snack at bars. They like it and consider it healthy. There are people who enjoy it, and maybe you will too if you give it a try. I'm just sharing my personal impressions. Why do the Japanese love fermented food so much? They believe fermented food brings out the taste known as umami. As we all know, there are salty, sweet, bitter, spicy, and sour tastes. But the Japanese also highlight umami as a separate flavor. It's hard to describe, but they believe it makes food taste better. Scientists have found that this taste comes from glutamic acid. Adding it to food makes people want to eat more. For example, a dry burger patty can seem juicy and delicious thanks to added monosodium glutamate. Let me at least open the package. Look, here it is, some kind of liquid and it's all dripping. I'm really curious. Would you want to try this or not? I haven't even fully opened it yet, but I can already smell it. Imagine a fish market and a spot where all the leftovers are dumped and start to rot. That's exactly what I'm smelling right now. Honestly, I feel like I'm opening a can of surstrumming, though that probably smells even worse. I have an immediate gag reflex. It smells like squid, but like fermented squid. Let's look at the texture. It's really slimy and sticky. It's dripping off my chopsticks. It looks like slippery worms. Just describing it makes me really not want to try it. Maybe monosodium glutamate will save the day and make it tolerable. Let's go. While I was trying it, I remembered how as a kid, my mom used to clean fresh fish and take out the guts for the cat, and the cat would eat them so happily, while I was just completely disgusted. I think this dish is definitely an acquired taste. I literally feel like I'm shaking inside, but I respect people who can eat this and digest it. Maybe my system is just too delicate for it. Let's try the next dish. This morning, I went to the supermarket to buy some ingredients and find something interesting to show you. When I bought these tiny fish, I remembered the first time I saw them. Take a closer look. I won't say what they remind me of, but it's pretty strange. Back when I was first starting to film my videos, my sister and I went to the supermarket to get food for a taste test. We saw these little fish, but she didn't dare try them. They don't exactly look terrifying, just tiny fish with little eyes and thin tails. They look kind of gross, but actually, they taste pretty good. I've only tried them once before, that time when my sister refused to. I haven't bought them since, but honestly, after the previous dish, this one smells surprisingly pleasant. So, I tried this dish about 2 years ago, so I don't really remember the taste anymore, but let's give it a try. They're very soft and small, and if you liked dried fish or squid as a kid, this is like their softer and tastier version. It's actually really good. I think I'd prefer to eat this dish with my eyes closed, just so I don't see what I'm eating. But if you don't look at how it looks at all, it's very soft, tasty, and moderately salty. You know how in other countries pork or chicken is common? Well, here in Japan, tuna is really popular. You can find it canned, raw, cooked, and even the tuna's internal organs are sold separately. For me, the most disgusting and unpleasant product is tuna eyes. You can find them in various supermarkets and even cook them at home. In many local sushi restaurants, they may offer you to try tuna eyes cooked, either stewed or lightly fried. But honestly, it's a very questionable pleasure. The Japanese appreciate the taste and texture, saying that behind the rubbery outer layer, there's a soft, fatty substance that kind of resembles squid or octopus. The next very nasty Japanese dish is called shirako. These are cod milt, or more simply, fish sperm. Shirako is eaten raw as sashimi. This dish is both salty and sweet. Some people say it tastes like whipped cream or heavy cream, but with a strong fishy aftertaste. The creamy texture of shirako makes it popular, especially in winter, as it's believed to have warming properties. When I went to the supermarket, I thought I'd buy and try it. But when I saw how it looked, I knew for sure I wouldn't be able to eat it. Still, I had to show something. Next to the shirako was something I think might be fish gills. I'm not exactly sure. The translator gave me a nonsense translation, so I just went ahead and bought it. Right now, I'm holding the package up to my nose, and it smells really bad, like spoiled fish. But since I promised, I'll try it. The label says to eat it raw, but you need to rinse it, so I'll open the package, rinse a piece, and taste it. I'm already feeling down because I have to eat this. It looks like some kind of liver or animal bladder. It smells like iodine, like seaweed from the ocean. Tell me, Japanese people, how do you eat this? Once we had Japanese guests, and we served them our traditional dishes and watched their reactions. Later, we asked what they thought was strange in our food. They said they didn't understand how anyone could eat milk porridge. For them, rice is like bread, something you eat as a main dish, so how can you pour milk over it? They also said the strangest thing for them is meat jelly. To them, jelly is a sweet dessert, so they can't grasp the idea of it being savory. I was told that 9 out of 10 Japanese people wouldn't even try it. I'm really sorry, but I can't eat this. It tastes just like it looks, disgusting and gross. It's also chewy. You try to bite it, and it stretches. It's tough, it smells like fish, and I feel like I need to scrub myself clean today to get rid of the smell. I used to think fermented fish intestines were the worst, but now, whatever this thing is, because I can't even translate it, it's worse. The most dangerous dish, one that not even every Japanese person dares to try, is fugu. But not many people know that fugu is the name of the dish. The fish itself is called takifugu, pufferfish. This fish contains an incredibly toxic poison that spreads through all of its organs and skin during its life. Fugu can be served raw or fried and usually comes with various sauces. Those who've tried it say it's incredibly tasty. And if it's prepared correctly, it delivers a chemical to the body that creates a mild euphoric sensation. Well, if the dish is prepared incorrectly, the person who eats it will die within 20 minutes from severe pain and spasms. You know, it's surprising, but in Japan, such a death is considered honorable. Another very dangerous dish is called san nakji. It's basically a regular octopus, but the whole point is that you have to swallow it while it's still alive. The octopus can't kill a person with poison because it doesn't have any, but there are still fatal cases. Why? Because you're supposed to swallow it while it's still moving, and when the tentacles are wriggling, it's very difficult to swallow without choking. The octopus is served according to the customer's preferences. It can be topped with different sauces or seasonings, but that doesn't really matter because the whole point is just to swallow it alive. What do you think? If someone offered you a slimy mass of fermented soybeans, would you want to try it? Probably not. But steamed and fermented soybeans are actually a popular Japanese dish called natto. There's a Japanese legend about how they started eating what is essentially spoiled beans. About 1,000 years ago, a warrior found some cooked soybeans that had been left on rice straw. They had spoiled and fermented, but he ate them anyway. Instead of getting poisoned, he felt a surge of strength and energy, and he liked the dish. For the Japanese, natto is not just a traditional food, it's a secret to longevity and one of the ways to stay active, healthy, and full of life. At least, that's what they say. One of its unique properties is its positive effect on gut microbiota. It's been proven that regular consumption of this product reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Every year, more than 110,000 tons of soybeans are used in Japan to produce 220,000 tons of natto. The smell and taste of this dish are definitely not for everyone. Many foreigners who try natto for the first time say it's the most disgusting thing they've ever eaten. But some, after giving it another chance, say they can't live without it. I guess I'm not one of those people, because I've given natto many chances, and so far, I haven't really become friends with it. For me, it just tastes like rotten socks, and it has a sticky and very unpleasant texture. You could probably compare it to those fish intestines I tried earlier. You know, I think fans of blue cheese might actually like this taste on the first try. I read that there are now types of natto that don't smell at all. I haven't seen those in stores yet, but if I do, I'll definitely try it. Maybe I'll like it. Anyway, now I'm going to open it up and show you. I saw somewhere that you can poke the box with chopsticks to make it easier to remove the inner film, but I'll do it the old-fashioned way. There's something that looks like mustard, and another sauce. I think I'll need both. I remembered a TikTok hack, but I messed it up. Basically, you're supposed to poke the packaging with chopsticks in a way that lets you pull the film out through the hole. Mine didn't go perfectly, of course. I added the sauce, and now I need to mix it all together. Just don't drop it. Actually, I think it's an egg yolk, not mustard, like I originally thought. Look, it's all bubbling. It looks like snot. You know, I'm smelling it now, and compared to those fermented fish guts I tried earlier, natto doesn't seem as stinky and disgusting as it did before. My hands are shaking. If it weren't for the mustard and sauce I poured in here, I'd probably have to hold my nose just to chew and swallow it somehow. And honestly, if you try those fish intestines first, then you can at least sort of handle natto. Before, I couldn't even chew it, so whether to try it or not is, of course, up to you. But if you ever find yourself in Japan, I think you should at least give it a shot, just to check that box in your mind that you've tasted it and know what it's like. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments if you've tried anything I tried today, or maybe you've already tasted some of these. What did you think? My sister started complaining that the smells from my tasting session were spreading through the whole apartment and that we needed to air out the place. Look what else I found. I haven't tried this yet, but the label says these are beans, though I'm not sure. Maybe they're raw beans? I don't know if it's gross or not, but I decided to try it since I'm trying everything today. They look like olives and don't smell very pleasant. You know, it's just beans, but sweet. I don't really like it, but I wouldn't say it's disgusting. Just sweet beans. Probably not something I'd buy again or actually eat on purpose, but at least it's not gross. The next Japanese product is nagaimo potatoes. The word means long potato in Japanese, but it's definitely not the kind of potato we're used to. In fact, regular potatoes here are also completely different. They're less flavorful than what we're used to. Even though there are lots of tasty dishes and foods here, Japan and potatoes don't really go together in my opinion. Nagaimo potatoes are considered very healthy. They're used to make a rather strange sauce. What makes this potato unique is that it's incredibly slippery. To make the sauce, you just grate the nagaimo on a fine grater, and it turns into a slimy substance that looks like mucus. The Japanese believe that nagaimo is rich in nutrients and helps you recover after feeling tired. That sticky slime is a unique ingredient that's said to help with digestion. People say that after eating this sauce, your lips and the skin around your mouth might itch or even hurt a little. The sensation is similar to eating too much pineapple, but it's not an allergy. It's just a natural reaction. Unlike sweet pineapple, though, this just tastes like grated potato. While searching the supermarket for weird products, I came across this one. At first, I had no idea what it was. Even the translator gave me some nonsense. I bought it, and later at home I took a closer look and realized it's probably just seaweed, but some really strange kind. It looks like black tea or something. Let me open it and try. It tastes kind of like salty pickles, like the brine, and definitely like seaweed. I'm more used to eating seaweed than fish guts, honestly. It tastes like seaweed and vinegar. I didn't get that from the smell, but once I tried it, I noticed the vinegar right away. It has a sour aftertaste. The flavor develops gradually. It's kind of odd and unusual, but not totally disgusting. Speaking of less exotic but still uncomfortable foods, one thing Japanese people love is adding raw eggs to dishes. They crack raw eggs over cooked rice, pasta, noodles, or even salads. If you check out Japanese cooking influencers on social media, they always love cracking a raw egg over their dish. In Japan, the quality control for eggs is extremely strict, so people here aren't afraid of salmonella. Rice with a raw egg is a typical Japanese breakfast. Besides being part of their food tradition, the Japanese believe that raw eggs are much more nutritious than cooked ones. Studies show that cooked eggs contain 20–30% fewer vitamins and nutrients than raw eggs. However, in other countries, I wouldn't recommend trying this kind of Japanese-style breakfast unless you're absolutely sure about the quality of the eggs. Friends, this was the most unpleasant video for me to film, because I had to try a lot of things that I personally find unappetizing. But I was happy to make this video for you. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of this weird Japanese food and whether you'd be willing to try any of it. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next videos. Bye-bye!